Good morning. This is Nina from Rafaela Soul Sessions. Wow, uh, what a time we're in, and I just wanted to come on and do my usual thing and talk to you and yeah, share. I've made quite a few videos that I've not shared. I've made. I even wrote a meditation that I've not managed to create yet. Um, there's a lot of stuff going on in our world right now, and there's a lot of interesting energies playing out in our immediate circles and things to put us on our true path. I think is my feeling that there's a lot of things being revealed that need to that are there to steer us and guide us down the path that we really need to go on right now. I think is what I'm trying to say. Um, and I have had such situations play out in my own reality. Um, Things happen, and it helps to show you what course you need to steer on. And so yeah, I've always shared information that makes hopefully makes people think a little bit deeper than the surface. I would probably call myself a seed planter. I'm not the kind of person that shoves information in people's faces and you have to believe this is happening. I'm not that person. I'm a little bit more gentle with the information that I share, but I still, when I have something to say, I say it. Um, and there's been a lot to say over the past wee while. Um, but all of this has led me on a path to advancing my work and my own life, my own journey, my own healing to another level. And this is what I've decided to do. I am embarking on a journey where I'm going to be taking the New Earth Ascending Illuminated Quantum Healing course, and they're also their Embodied Light course. And I'm really excited to be going on that path, and I'm going to share that path with you. I'm going to be quite open about what it's like learning these things and doing these courses. I am a big fan of Michael and Ron and their work and their energy. And if you don't know New Earth Ascending, I'll put their links below, and you can see who they are and what they do and what all that's about. But I think it's going to be fun. I had a illuminated quantum healing core. I had a illuminated quantum healing session a month or so ago with my lovely friend B, who has done the course, and it was amazing, and I'm really interested to go down that route myself. And the embodied light course, yeah, I think there's an aspect of me wanting to advance and enhance the work that I already do with my clients, but there is a big part of me as well that is very conscious of the fact that I have my own journey to go on, and um, my own healing, my own self-care, because my understanding is that I'm no use to anyone if I'm not checking in on how I am. I learned that very early on in this path when I had my daughter. Um, I was absolutely broken in my pregnancy, as some of you know who have been with me for a while. I had a very difficult pregnancy, and by the end of that pregnancy, I was quite seriously broken, physically and emotionally, mentally. Um, and I knew that I was not going to be able to be a good mum unless I looked at my stuff and I sorted my stuff out. And really, by that stage, all I wanted to do was be a good mum. Um, and I was terrified. I was terrified I wasn't going to be able to be a good mum because I was in such a mess. And so that feeling kind of also bleeds out into my professional life. If I'm not checking in on how I am and I'm not working on myself, then I'm not going to be able to help others. So that's my motivation behind all this. And I'm excited to see what work I can do, not only to help what I'm doing with clients, but see what work I can do to help myself as well. So I'm excited about that, Pat. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So there was a huge amount of energy happening at the weekend. I was blessed with spirit guides, an animal spirit experience with a blue dragonfly. I have never seen a dragonfly like that in Scotland. It was absolutely stunning. And blue is obviously the fifth chakra, so that's the communication and the energy and words that we're putting out into the world and that we're putting onto other people, and how are we expressing ourselves, and what energy is our words giving to other people, and what is it giving to ourselves? Give me a second. Sorry, I got interrupted there. There was a toddler about to descend on the video, and I needed to go and make sure she was occupied and okay. What was I saying? I was talking about the blue dragonfly and the communication, and what words are we giving out to the world? How are we representing ourselves through the way we speak to others, the way we speak to ourselves, the way we speak about ourselves, and the energy that is within not only our words but also within our silence. And I think this needs to be really looked at right now. Are we communicating with others from a space of our own truth, or are we communicating with others through a program or a older paradigm that may not be in line with who we truly are and what we truly want for this world? So yeah, I made a post on my social media about that, and if you want to go over to my Facebook page, Rafaela Soul Sessions on Facebook, or indeed my personal page, you can add me, and you can read that post. It's I think it expressed a lot of the energies that were coming through at the moment. So yeah, that was one thing that was really, really happening. And my friend and colleague Kenny, he said that, you know, the more we raise in our vibration, the clearer and more concise and just more powerful the connection we have with spirit and our spirit guides, our spirit animals becomes. And it's so true, absolutely so true. So yeah, that was really interesting, and I think it should be something that we all look at. How are we communicating with the world around us and the greater connections that we have? What are we saying? What is the vibration behind what we are saying? What is the intention behind what we're saying? And I think when you start to become that self-aware, that's a very good thing. And the thing I always say is that, you know, when we can look inside ourselves and see the issues that we have with ourselves and tackle them head on, that is when we start to see the world around us change. Because everything, I honestly believe everything that's going on in our world is a reflection of us individually and collectively as humans. We are very, very unhealed and suppressed species. There's a lot of trauma that we have gone through for generations, our ancestors, and we carry that trauma through with us. So when we can start to take a step back and heal ourselves on an individual level, that's when we can start to see the world changing around us. So I'm going to pull a little card, because relationships and, you know, there's been a lot of eruptions in people's relationships and friendships and communications and all sorts. I wanted to pull a Sacred Geometry of Relationships card today to see what Spirit had to say. So I'm going to call in Spirit and see what you want to share with the collective today. And ooh, connection. 2 cards. Connection. There's the first one, which is the frequency of connection supports our ability to find alignment and resonance with others, things, and ideas. For sure. And it's true, you know, these things are happening in our lives so that we can strengthen the connections, strengthen the connection with not only others, but also our guidance and our intuition and our ability to receive these messages and align and go on the path that we're gonna do best on. So connection, number 14. And time. The energy of time supports our understanding of understanding the relativity of time and our capacity to be present in every moment. Yes, absolutely. It says, yeah, beautiful, beautiful cards. Connection and time, being present. And these are so, so important, because time is doing some very funny things right now for a lot of us, I think. And I think it's doing that so we have to start becoming a little bit more timeless, because it is a human construct. You know, a lot of people live in the past, or they live in the future, or they live in fear of the future. Talking of the future, I had an incredible dream, not last night, but the night before. A dream about the future. And it wasn't a too distant future either. It was maybe 2 or 3 years down the line. That was what it kind of felt like. And it seemed to be the introduction of like nanotechnology type thing. Hang on. I think my daughter is playing with a house phone. Give me a second. There seems to be a lot of noise. Hang on. Sorry about that again. Making videos with a toddler is, yeah, it's fun. You always just have to make sure that she's okay and she's occupied. So yeah, the dream I was having the other night about this kind of this new technology that was coming in. It felt very much like an off-planet technology that was being brought in, and it sounds like nanotechnology to me. I don't know anything about any of this stuff, but this was this dream. And I just felt I had such a feeling of elation when I woke up. I was just so relieved. It was like being gifted a little moment in the looking glass to see, have a peek into what's to come. Um, it was an amazing dream. So, yeah. Don't worry, everyone. The future looks really, really cool. So it's okay. Um, so yeah, that was quite wild. What else do I want to talk about? Hmm. Something slightly uncomfortable showed up yesterday for me. Um, and I think we need to talk about these things and be open about these things. And there was a video that came on my feed. It's hard to even talk about it, to be honest, because it was um, it's so hard to watch. And I didn't watch very much of it, but it came up on my feed. There was no warning about it or anything. It was from a group that I don't remember ever joining, but it was in this group. And it just started playing, and it was this little girl, about maybe 5 or 6, I think, could be younger. Um, she didn't look that much older than my daughter, who's 3. So maybe 4 or 5. I don't know, but she was tied to her house, and she was being brutally abused and beaten. And I mean, I don't even want to talk about it. It just, ugh, by someone. And there was somebody filming it. And I didn't manage to watch very much before I had to switch it off. I mean, it was horrific. It really, really was. And the thing I want to say is, if we cannot get off our knees and see the real atrocities that are taking place in this world and have been for a very long time, not the distractions, not the things that are out there to purposely divide humans, if we cannot come together and face the real horror that is going on in this world and not be able to protect our most vulnerable in this world, then really we've got a lot of work to do. Because that video I saw yesterday, I know that was tame compared to the abuse, the satanic ritual abuse, the monarch mind control, the secret society ritual abuse that goes on in our world, which is real. It's not conspiracy theory, it's real. That stuff is happening in our world. And if we cannot get off our knees and actually stand up for our most vulnerable members of this society, of this world, the children, the babies, then there's a lot we still need to sort out on this planet, because yeah, we need to really see what is distraction and what is actually going on here, because it's right in front of our eyes, and there's a lot of people who choose not to see it. I chose to switch it off because it was horrible, and that was tame compared to some of the stuff that goes on in this world. It breaks my heart to have to come on my channel and talk about these things, but I wouldn't be doing this service that I need to be doing if I didn't do that. We need to really see what is happening and what has been happening for us to be able to heal it. So I think that's my message today, along with all the others. I love you all. Just take in whatever is happening in your life and be present, and remember the connections that you have and the connection that you have with yourself and with your divine aspects. And remember to stay present in the moment. And yeah, that's my message. So I'm sending you all so much love, and if anybody wants to reach out and talk about having a BQH session, then please do that. I've got a couple of spaces for July now, so yeah, I've got a couple of spaces in the books for July, so please give me a shout if you feel called to working with me. What else? Yeah, I actually have an IQH session, or a session of some kind, this weekend, which I'm looking forward to for myself. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'm facilitating a session for a good friend as well. So yeah, a lovely weekend to be had. I hope you all have a beautiful week. I'm sending my love and my light and all that good stuff, and I will speak to you very, very soon. Take care. Bye.